I'm having a bit of a tough day today, so I thought that I'd share that. Even though I'm the person who initiated the divorce, I'm feeling some jealousy because my ex is really out there working it. Not necessarily that he's looking for a girlfriend, but he's definitely working on building his social network. And that includes women. And even though I don't want to be with him anymore in that way, it still triggers jealousy and pain.
Still trigger jealousy and pain? What are you all about? You're the one that filed for divorce, so deal with the consequences. Women amaze me honestly. When they see a man that is doing well for himself, they feel a certain way. It's like she knows she got no control over him, and that pisses her off. They don't like to see men do well for themselves, and they don't like to see men move on with their life.
And I know it's my ego talking. It's my ego saying, I'm being replaced. I'm not important.
Yeah, I'm glad that you realize it. But even if you do, you're not going to move on, are you? You see, women like this will do anything to make your life miserable. It's all about them. They're always pulling out the victim card. And I personally would stay away from women like this.
And I'm still in Costa Rica because I'm not ready to leave yet. I'm living alone in the house that we used to live together. He moved out. Right now I'm not focusing on socializing or making friends because I'm leaving in 5 weeks. So I'm feeling quite lonely. And I know that he's out there socializing and doing things. And I know he's suffering and, he's dealing with the rejection that he feels because I'm the one who is leaving.
This woman, bro, is living in a delusion. What you just said right now doesn't make any sense at all. She's so deluded she doesn't even know it. So you're telling me that your ex-husband moved on with his life and he's still suffering because you rejected him? I got news for you. Your ex-husband is living his best life and you're just salty because he moved on that quick. And that's exactly what any man should do if a woman breaks the marriage or a relationship. Move the f on with life.
But even though I know all of this, I'm still feeling jealous. Thinking about him being with someone else. So I just thought I'd share that because it's part of dealing with divorce. So even if you're the one who initiates it, be prepared that you're still going to feel these uncomfortable and unpleasant feelings.
That's the truth. Women who file for divorce live with that uncomfortable feeling if their ex-husband start doing well for himself. They feel bitter and salty to see him moving on. These modern women want to always feel like they're superior. They always want to be above men. But that's not how life is. No one is superior to the other. We are just different.
80% of divorces are filed by women, and a lot of men are shocked when it happens. But here's just one of the reasons why. When there's a lot of fighting and anger and bitterness, men feel like their wives are constantly nagging and constantly yelling at them and constantly in a bad mood, but we're trying to be heard and we're trying to let you understand and know we're not happy and this is why we're not happy and these are the changes that we want in our marriage and our future.
No, you're not trying to be heard. You just want to complain and complain for no reason at all. That's the games that women play when they feel bored. If you want to be heard, you communicate with your man politely and peacefully, without you nagging him all the time. And I'ma be honest with you, if a woman keeps on nagging her man, one day he's going to be the one that files for divorce. Because the majority of men want a partner to share the peace and quiet with.
And then one day we just get silent. We pass you in the hall and smile. We sit down at the table and have dinner with the kids and there's no fighting and you're happy about it. You should be worried when a woman gets quiet. It means we're planning our exit. It means we've given up on trying. That's exactly what I did. I just gave up. It wasn't worth it. It would hurt too much. And so I'm divorced. And I'm the one that filed.
I don't know what to say to you, lady, but you made your choice. It's none of anyone's business. Live your best life.
What is the most awful thing a man has ever done to me post-breakup, but also the most romantic? I'm about to tell you. I dated this man for a year, 9 years ago, and still to this day, he is the best boyfriend I have ever had. hands down. The hold that this man had on me, like, I really until recently would have dropped everything to be with this man again. He was one of the most romantic, thoughtful, sweet, like all of the above boyfriends I think I've ever met in my life.
It's funny when women say that they had the best boyfriend, but later in life they come here on TikTok to complain about it. Anyway, we move.
On his days off, if I was working, he would come to my work, grab my car, like wash it, clean it, fill up the tank, and then bring it back. He was always just doing like the most grandiose romantic gestures, like leaving notes for me, writing letters to me, giving thoughtful gifts, the absolute most, like just worshiped the ground I walked on.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy, but he sounds like a simp for doing all that for you. Of course, you should treat your woman good, but don't make her a priority, man. The moment she realizes that you made her a priority in your life and give her everything that she wants, is the moment she loses respect and attraction for you. And eventually, the loss of love for you will start to occur.
And I am being 100% honest when I say I totally took it for granted. I have no idea why this man stayed with me or loved me so much, because I was terrible to him and like just thought it was a given that a man does these things. Like, bruh. Now I'm like, are you fucking dumb, Camille? Yes, I am. I'm stupid. One of the most thoughtful gifts he gave me for my birthday one year, well, I guess we were only together 1 year, so it's 1 year. Anyways, the most thoughtful gift he ever gave me was like an Eiffel Tower themed gift. The reason this is important is because I have collected Eiffel Towers like my entire life.
Who the hell cares?
I know it sounds so cheesy and corny and like, don't come for me, it's chuggy as hell, but I swear there's like a reason. It's not just because I'm corny, I swear to God. Anyways, he gets me this gift. It's so sweet. I like basically cry when he gives it to me. Like, honestly, the most thoughtful gift I've ever gotten.
It's just as I said earlier, when women see that you will do anything for them, they take it for granted. And they say he will never change and he will do anything and bring me everything that I want. If you are in this type of relationship, you better pack your shit and leave. Don't spend another second with a woman that will treat you like shit, that don't appreciate what you do for her and complains to you all the time about herself. And for the single man, if you see this type of behavior in a woman, don't even bother wasting your time on her.
We break up like 6 or 7 months later. The breakup was absolute hell. Like, we were so tumultuous. We kept trying to get back together. We kept hooking up. Like, it was just like, it was first love type where it was just like extra toxic, and we were just both so heartbroken and like really wanted each other back but couldn't figure out how to make it work. We went like a good 6 months doing that, and then the following 6 months we just didn't really talk or like communicate. We were trying to be healthy. So a year after we break up, this is around the time the Explore page on Instagram becomes a thing. I'm on the Explore page and I see this man, the love of my life, with a half sleeve tattoo, like half of his arm covered in an Eiffel Tower with Mazzy Star lyrics right next to the Eiffel Tower. No. I text him. I'm like, oh, this is my in. Like, I can get him back. He still loves me. He told me the tattoo didn't represent me.
Props to him for realizing his worth. I bet this guy turned into a boy after that breakup. And women nowadays complain about those boys. You're the one that made them. This guy was so nice to this woman and she took it for granted. And she thinks just because of a tattoo he still loves her. You are on some joke chin. I can see what she was trying to do here. She wants to go out and have fun and have that phase in life. You know what I'm talking about. And when she's finished, she wants to get back to the guy when she's not pretty anymore. And men don't pay attention for her that much. She wanted to put him on ice basically.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck.